hours ago, as we're doing this live, Beetlejuice, which is the name of the movie, the long anticipated Tim Burton sequel with original cast members Michael Keaton, Catherine O'Hara, and of course Winona Ryder. Plus, I don't know who else is in it from the previous movie, but we're talking about a Lifetime. It's leaked. It isn't leaked. It's out, and we thought it would be fun to watch it together with you guys. And we're gonna pull it up. B-Show Brian. Let's get right to that Beetlejuice. Now, again, we all have to pause it, and talk over it. But this is only a teaser trailer. All right, let's do it. Let's check out Beetlejuice. And of course, that's Jenna Ortega, right, Bisho?
Yep, riding a bike like Lydia from the original one through town.
Look at this. Whoa! All right, pause it just for the people following, because we also don't want to get kicked off YouTube. There was just a screenshot of a funeral with Winona Ryder, Jenna Ortega, who we know now plays her daughter, and the mom, Catherine O'Hara. And they're singing, of course, Shah, the infamous Harry Belafonte song, who's also dead. I think he only died not that long ago.
That was the mom from Home Alone, right?
Yeah, she's also the mom from Home Alone. What's wild, like and she's on that show Schitt's Creek. It's very popular. She's a great actress, comedian. Right off the bat, I'm kind of like, okay, I'm getting there. B-Show?
It's giving you some feels?
Yeah, I'm getting the feel, Shah. Like, I feel it. You know what I mean, Shah? Like, I'm like, yeah, this looks familiar.
Yeah, I like the it's got the same vibe, like the same color palette and shit so far.
Color palette looks. What do you think of the color? I think color palette looks great.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The color palette is very, very similar to what I would expect out of a Beetlejuice. So I'm just hoping they keep the same kind of like weird creatures and shit. Like that's.
I know. Well, they said they brought back stop motion. Tim Burton today actually made a point of telling people they brought back stop motion just to keep in the theme. So here we go. Let's see what happens. They're at a funeral. We don't know whose funeral is. We're assuming it's the dad character because he's a pedophile in real life. Jeffrey Jones. I don't know nothing about.
He was, man.
He was. He really was. All right, let's go. But he's still alive.
Yeah, someone's going up the steps to the attic. And there's the model.
Wow, guys.
Goosebumps, man. And then in comes Lydia to see what the hell her daughter unearthed.
Holy shit. And the model is, here we go.
The juice is loose.
Wow. 2024 AD. Okay, can we go back there a little bit? I want to freeze on that Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
It's a freeze on that Michael Keaton. He looks like Robert Smith now. He does. He looks like Robert Smith. Shah, not the best. I mean, he looks a little rough. We're not going to be dicks here, but what's your reaction to that, Shah?
Honestly, I'm perfectly fine with it because Beetlejuice is supposed to be dead anyway. So if he looks like shit, it kind of fits the character. Like he's not doing Batman, you know what I mean? Like
he looks great.
It's different, an aged version. I'm fine with it. So I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I don't really have any complaints. I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm being silly here, but he looks like bloated juice. B-Show Brian, your thoughts there?
I'm fine. Beetlejuice is supposed to be a dead corpse anyway, in a way. Although my kids did look at it. One was scared and was like, why does Beetlejuice look like that? Mm-hmm. One's 6, so I'll keep that in there. So yeah. I think a lot of people are going to notice it, but what do you expect? Dude, I'm excited for this movie because I never thought it would happen. Like this movie's been in production hell since like 1989. And just to see this like finally coming to fruition, it's fucking awesome.
I mean, listen, I'm excited. I think it looks great. Jenna Ortega is so cute. I'm so happy that she's in this movie. We don't know what we're getting. But you know what's weird, guys? It almost feels like it's like a fake. Like I can't explain it, Shah, but it's like I know this is legit. I know this is, but I'm still like it's still so weird that this is real. Like we're talking about 30. Is it almost 30 years? How long ago is this? Did you know?
1988. So what?
33 years?
36, dog.
36 years. Shah, 36 years.
Yeah, honestly, after that Joker AI trailer that we watched, it's hard to trust anything because I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't even know what's real anymore and what's not. So
Yeah.
if they told me this was AI, I'd believe it. Like I don't.
That's what I'm
Shit is
saying, right?
scary.
Like, aren't you kind of having that vibe where it's like, oh, maybe it's fake?
No, not necessarily, but like I don't know, man. If somebody told me this was AI, I'm at the point that I've been so surprised by how far AI has come in like a year that I'm terrified of where we're going in the next 10 years. Cause like
Yeah.
you're not gonna
And
be able
me
to tell what's real and what's not anymore, dude.
Yeah.
Like
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
and that's gonna transition into like online, like people's Instagrams, people's dating pages, like everything's gonna be fake. You're not even gonna, you know how many people are gonna get catfished soon? Like you're gonna have no idea who the fuck these people are.
Mm, mm.
Terrifying.
Yeah, I agree with you. B show. I mean, I think you're maybe the biggest fan in the room. Well, actually, I don't know that. I mean, I think we're all probably, but I think B show might be a bigger fan than you and I, Shop, for some reason. But B show, I look, it's a teaser, but this is a big fucking deal.
Yeah, it has familiar beats with other retro, remake teasers. Like they'll take the old song and kind of redo it over the top. And
Right.
obviously, it looks like a modern movie. It's shot in 4K or whatever it is, and it doesn't have the same kind of grittiness to it that the other one did. But it's just based on technology, so I don't know, I can't grouse about that. Her walking up the steps to the attic looks like she's walking up the attic to the old house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. The
So
model looks good.
yeah.
Winona Ryder looks bad. I mean, listen, this is I remember seeing this on a date, in high school. Winona Ryder is my age. She's like my generation. I gotta say, man, she looks fucking cool as fuck. Child, like she looks good, right?
Yeah, honestly, she hasn't like aged much. I don't know if they're using CGI on her for wrinkles and stuff,
No.
but she doesn't look her age.
I can't see Burton going there. Can you? That
She's
doesn't
what,
make
in
sense.
mid 40s, close to 50
I'm gonna say
probably?
51.
Yeah.
B show G check me because people can take this shit real seriously. When you
She was 16 in 88. So if you can find that out
She
before
was
I search
16
it.
in 88. Okay, I was
50.
17 in 88, so she's 51.
Yeah.
She was 16 in the
52 now,
original.
yeah.
She's all
Yeah.
right. We're literally the same age. That's wild. Gotta say, her standing next to Jenna Ortega, mother and daughter, works. I mean, I don't know. It just they got a similar look, And also, Shah, you don't watch Stranger Things. Like she's had a renaissance from being the mom from Stranger Things for all these seasons, and the popularity of that show. She was sort of persona non grata, and that show, Stranger Things, and which by the way also takes place in the early '80s. So like her look and everything. I mean, my generation, she was the shit. I mean, she was that girl. You know what I mean, Shah? Like she was like a sought after, like dudes fought over this, like the top dudes fought over this girl.
Yeah, I watched the first season of Stranger Things, so I remember her from it, but I just never kept up with it. But I did see
Yeah.
the first season.
Yeah, it's a dense show. Like it's one of those shows you either dive in or you just check out. B show, you don't watch her on Stranger Things, do you?
No, I never got into Stranger Things. I don't know why. Never did. But didn't she get pinched for shoplifting a while back, and that kind of killed her
Back in the
career?
day, yeah, kind of fucked
Yeah.
up her career. Here's a funny story about Winona Ryder that only people my age will remember. So Winona Ryder was becoming like that girl, like the thing, and they asked her about music she liked, and she said like her favorite bands were like the Replacements and Soul Asylum. And Soul Asylum was becoming a huge band for a hot minute. And the dude from Soul Asylum immediately they started dating immediately. It was like that's the kind of power she had. Like Johnny Depp's getting tattoos of her. Like she was that bitch, man. Like she really was. People copied her hairstyle, her look. She was like the skinny, wafy, dough-faced, cigarette smoking, girl. People started dressing like her. Every girl that I went to college with, when I started going to college in 1989, the cool girls looked like her. Like they looked like they wanted to look like her, and then reality bites. Like she's a big deal, and it's weird because I feel like now a whole generation of people learned who she was from Stranger Things, and she's a superstar from that now. And now once again, standing next to Jenna Ortega, B show, like, I mean, it's almost like passing a torch.
Absolutely, because Jenna Ortega is the it girl now. Well, one of them.
Oh yeah,
but
one of them,
the
yeah,
it
for
girl
sure.
as far as film and television go.
Mhm.
And you're right, Winona Ryder was that. Was she? She was in Heathers. She was in a bunch of stuff.
Reality
In
Bites,
fact,
Heather's, Dracula. She's in fucking Dracula.
that's
She
right.
dropped out of The Godfather 3 because she had a nervous breakdown.
Yeah,
She's
and then
supposed to
she
be the
was
daughter of
also
Godfather 3.
right before she got pinched for shoplifting. She was in Mr. Deeds, which was a successful Happy Madison
She
movie
was
with
in
Adam
she was
Sandler.
in an Aliens. She was in one of the
That-
she was in Aliens.
That's right.
She was in Aliens 4.
Was it 3 or 4?
She wasn't in 3. She was in the one. What's his face did Shah, the Spanish director. She was in the one. The dude who did City of Lost Children. You know what I'm talking about, Shah? The Hobbit guy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name of the movie though.
Resurrection. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Slave Cheeks is hanging out with us too. I'm into it. I'm all on board. You know, I'm excited. You know, Joe Punch has brought up, I think, no CGI, but this film is confirmed by Burton. You know, and Chris Matthews talking about Heathers is a classic. Yeah, Heathers is a fucking classic. It's my wife's favorite movie. Like it's like a we watched that when we were dating in the late 80s. Yeah, I'm excited. But you know, Chris, excuse me. Somebody brought up in the chat, Rich brought up that, you know, sequels do make me nervous. I do get nervous with sequels. Shah, do you have any sort of like trepidation about this being a 36-year out sequel, or do you think we're all good?
I haven't seen the last Ghostbusters movie.
That
A
is an
lot of
issue,
people were
apparently.
praising that, so I have some hope that they might be able to manage it properly. But then again, we've had things like the Exorcist remake, and you know, it's a little scary when they tap back into the archives and bring back these classics and try to remake them or continue them.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I mean, I have more hope for this than horror movies because I think horror movies are harder to impress people with. Movies like this and Ghostbusters and so forth it's probably a little easier as far as the concept.
Yeah, B show, you're good. You're worried.
I'm excited but cautious because we've all been through this before, and I know Tim Burton's directing, but his last couple of movies haven't been very good. So I'm hoping that I don't even need a home run at this point since everyone's talking about the Tiger shirt. I
Yeah.
don't need a home run. I just need give me a solid double or a walk to third, or you know what I mean. The one thing
Yeah.
I did find refreshing about it though is there's so many actresses, especially it girls from back in the day, who like mutilate their face and try to stay young. And even if she's had Botox or something, she doesn't look like she's carved herself up very much. It's really refreshing
No.
to see a woman in her 50s who was a leading woman who looks like a normal human being. So
Yeah.
I do like
Yeah.
that.
Well, I also think she stepped away from Hollywood for a long time, so she didn't have. Yeah, she wasn't out there for the last 40 years. You know what I mean? She kind of was gone for a really, really long time. Oh, backwards Baron Corbin is chilling with us too.